I do want to share a couple things about myself, though. However, I have been fortunate enough to be married to my wife, Linda, for 42 years. Ooh. We have learned it's not too hard to be married 42 years. It's just hard to be married to the same person for 42 years. So someone said to me once, well, look, your 42nd anniversary, how in the world did you last this long? And I said, I subscribe to the Red Skelton's theory of marriage. How many remember Red Skelton? He's the cleanest, greatest comedian, never swore, never said a dirty word. He's just a great guy. And he had some rules. I would just share one or two of them with you. He said, I'm successful in my marriage because twice a week we go out to dinner. We have wine and we have dinner and conversation and we laugh and talk. He said, I go on Tuesday, she goes on Thursday. Then he said, we have found that our marriage is better if we sleep in separate beds. Mine's in Orlando, hers is in Tucson. Believe it or not. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chase Christopher Morrison. This is my grandson. I'm pretty close though, right? He's quite a kid. I could share hundreds of things with you, a couple things that he's done. One time he said to me, Grandpa, why is it Donald Duck doesn't see the need to wear pants, but when he takes a shower, he sees the need to wrap a towel around himself? He's the one that took a picture of a speed limit sign by his mom's house, put it on a card and said, Happy speed limit 35th birthday, Mom. I said he could do that when they changed the speed limit to 75 for me. He's playing sports. He's doing great in school, but he's 15 and a half. You people are from Wisconsin. What happens to a kid when they're 15 and a half in Wisconsin? What do they get to do? Drive. He's driving. I have lost much weight and much sleep watching him drive me around to school every morning. But he's good. He's a good kid. We're always looking somewhere else for our success. How many of you remember a guy named Michael Jordan? He used to play basketball, probably the greatest basketball player ever lived. Michael Jordan, in his heyday, was making $40 million a year. That's $178,000 a day. How does that compare to what you're doing today? If he wanted to max his 401k, he'd max it by 9:30 a.m. on January 1st. He made more money in 1 year than all the presidents of the United States added together. In 1 year, he made it. Yet, Michael Jordan would have to save every penny of his income for 270 years to equal the wealth of Bill Gates. No matter how much you have, someone has more. And you can't keep looking there. You got to keep looking in here and saying to yourself, what can I do to be happy? Your definition of success will change. We talked about, you heard me say, you get a phone call at 3 a.m. It's not a very happy call. My phone call occurred on January 14th, 2005. On my way home, I called my wife. She answered the phone. She couldn't speak. I got home, found out she'd had a major stroke. Thought we were going to lose her that night. Our definition of success changed instantly. Her definition changed from being able to sit up by herself, to dress herself. Ladies, she had to learn how to put her bra on with one hand. It was her left hand, and she's right-handed. She had to learn to button herself left-handed. I had to learn to cook. I'd never cooked. My wife cooked. My mother cooked. The Army cooked for me. Thank you, Mr. Weber. I learned to cook. I lost 25 pounds eating my cooking. My wife lost 20 pounds eating my cooking. The neighbors were moving in to eat my cooking so they could lose weight. Our definition of success changed. Yours will change. If you're one phone call away from a life-changing experience, why don't you make it? Why don't you call the one person you know you haven't called? Why don't you change someone's life by making a phone call? And make a phone call to the person you love. When's the last time you made a date with your significant other? Call them up. Make a date. Get out of the house, drive around the block, ignore your neighbors who think you're nuts, go to the door, pick them up, and go out. Make a date and keep it. You will find, otherwise, what do you get this? What are you doing tonight? I don't know, what do you want to do? Well, you want to go out? Well, we can go out. Well, what do you want to do? I don't know, I picked it last time. Would you like to go out to eat? I don't know, what are you hungry for? Well, I was hungry for something last time. Okay, we'll go out to eat. You're not going dressed like that, are ya? Call the person you care about. Make a date. Make a call. Thank you very much.